Hi everybody. Let's talk about the definition of a cell. A cell is the basic unit of life. All living things have to have at least one cell. Organisms that are called microorganisms have a single cell. These are the smallest organisms. Larger organisms have more and more cells. An example of a larger organism is a human being. And for these organisms, the cell still remains the smallest structural and functional unit. This right here, this image on your screen is the image of a virtual cell. Okay, the purple in the center is the nucleus. The other different colors of the different particles that you observe, we have a green one here, another yellow one here. The center one is the nucleus. Okay, all of these are organelles of the cell. Organelles of the cell. Organelles are small organs inside of the cell. Just like the human body has different organs that perform different functions vital for the survival of the human being, the organelles of the cell are vital organs for the cell. They are microscopic because they have to be small enough to fit into the cell. And they are specialized structures that perform very important functions for the cell. Many of these organelles are membrane bound. Okay? That means they have a membrane around them that differentiates and separates them from other organelles. One example of an organelle is a nucleus. Another example is a mitochondrion. Yet another example is a lysosome. We'll discuss the functions of these different organelles in a later video. For now, we need to move on to describe the two types of cells that are important for us to know in biology. This is the eukaryotic cell and the prokaryotic cell. Notice this image. On the left side, we have a eukaryotic cell. On the right side, we have a prokaryotic cell. The difference between these two types of cells are numerous. But the most significant difference that you have to know and be able to mention is the existence of a nucleus. This is the nucleus. The nucleus is a membrane-bound organelle inside of the eukaryotic cell that contains the genetic material of the cell, known as the DNA. The prokaryotic cell also has DNA. But notice that there is no membrane-bound nucleus. This DNA inside of the prokaryotic cell is not surrounded by any membrane. Furthermore, notice that there are other organelles inside of the eukaryotic cell. Like here, this is a mitochondria. Right here, number 2, we have a Golgi. And over here, these highways, these blue highways next to the nucleus are called the endoplasmic reticulum. All of these organelles are membrane-bound organelles that are inside of the eukaryotic cell and absent from the prokaryotic cell. So, The biggest difference that you need to remember between a eukaryotic cell and a prokaryotic cell is that the eukaryotic cell has a membrane-bound nucleus that contains its DNA, whereas the prokaryotic cell lacks a nucleus. Furthermore, the prokaryotic cell lacks many other membrane-bound organelles that are found inside of the eukaryotic cell. Just to recap, today we've talked about the definition of the cell as the basic unit for life. We've also discussed that there are organelles, which are small organs inside of the cell that perform specific functions. Finally, we've addressed the difference between a eukaryotic cell and a prokaryotic cell. A eukaryotic cell being a cell that has a membrane-bound nucleus containing its DNA, and a prokaryotic cell does not have a nucleus. In addition, a prokaryotic cell also lacks other membrane-bound organelles that are found inside of the eukaryotic cell. I hope this helps. Stay tuned for more videos as we learn biology together. Thank you and bye-bye.